My name is AgravatedRex, and if you wanna see how I pummel some survivors and squeeze every little bit blood points from their souls, then this video is for you. Enjoy. So the map is Rancid Abattoir. Well, it's at least better than the swamp. I'm playing as the Freddy Krueger, aka the Nightmare, for the ranks 20 till 10. Well, at least he was till the developers decided to nerf him because he is overpowered. At least the lower rank survivors thought so. Well, they think still, but he's not really. He's not stronger than Nurse or the Hannibal, and they aren't nerfed. Well, at least not yet. Well, that's what usually happens when a new killer comes out and everybody just cries about it, you know. But that's pretty interesting. This time they did listen, in the wrong moment of course, and they did nerf him. Because actually in the higher rank games, like 1 till 4, you still get gen rushed, and there's nothing much you can do about it. Just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah. Play your best. But at least Freddy got like 2 good perks out of 3. The Fire Up and the Remember Me. But the Blood Warden is bad. Yeah. It's like when you hook a survivor when the exit gates are open. Then the spikes come out and they can't go back for a minute. I played for a few days and the perk didn't even trigger once. That's pretty strange, because actually when I play Trapper, that kind of situation happens pretty often. Maybe because the survivors knew about the perk and they didn't want to risk it. That's probably the reason. Yeah, and about the survivor perks. Well, they are bad. Really bad. All of them 3. Do you know what names they have?
Who's that Pokemon?
Of course you know, no, you don't. Because they're bad. I'll just tell you. It's the Pharmacy, where you get the medkit. The Vigil, where your cooldowns when you're near the ability carrier refresh faster by 20%. The Wake Up, where you see the exit gates. Well, the all bad, you're never gonna swap them in for like a self-heal or sprint burst, like not a chance. And yeah, I can tell some pro tips, like the first one: as a killer you should never tunnel. As you see in this game, I don't tunnel at all. Usually what you have to do is, of course if the survivor is bad, then you can like go till the end with him, but usually you have to like break 3 pallets and then swap, go to another one, even if you have hit him before. What does that make? Does that make a difference? Of course it does, because the next survivor, he doesn't really know if there are broken pallets there. So that's an advantage for us. And the second advantage is he thinks that we are trying to catch the other guy, so he's still doing the gen, and we can get a free hit out of it. Because he's, of course, out of the position, and we have an advantage in that situation. Yeah. Second pro tip. It's about the totems. Usually, like if you play till the rank 5, usually you can do something with your totems. But as you see, they just broke it. It's a rank 4 game. But in the rank from 1 to 5, usually they break it, of course, if it's not ruined that you camp as a killer. Yeah, because the War Hope, no one escapes dead, they break it pretty fast. Pro tip number 3. Don't camp. There's one funny thing that if you check out my Steam account, there are some pages of comments like you camp and something like that around the corner, yeah. But usually what happens, the survivors are actually that bad that they don't understand that they leave scratch marks when they run to the hooked survivor. And they actually, I see that they are there. That's one of the problem. Of course I have like 10 pages of camper. That's pretty funny. Yeah. But actually I don't camp. There's no reason to do it. Because before there was a problem. There was like the flashlights that you can't actually do anything about it. You get flashed and you drop down the survivor and then you run again for him. But now we have the Cannibals perk. The cool Cannibals perk, it's called. Franklin's Demise, yeah. It's very good. And the second thing, the flashlight is nerfed. You just need to look quickly up and no problem, you can drop them, whatever. Only it's a bit of annoying, of course, when you play, when you try to catch them, but that's okay, that's no problem. You still can hear them running to the right or the left, so that's no problem at all. The only thing that's really annoying are the instagens, like from the rank, I'll say 8 till 4, there's almost every single game instagens, like 3 or 2 of them. That's pretty insane, but if you play like Cannibal, it's still easy anyway. Yeah, but if you don't want to get tilted, in a case when they rush the gens one after another, you should consider doing the unimaginable. Buying the hag, so you can get the perk ruin. Of course you can get it through the weekly perks that everybody gets, but if you can get it, of course. And the second, you need the Thanophobia, and then usually you have enough time to kill them all. But if they're rushed, it's pretty hard if you don't have those perks. It's only like through the rank from 1 to 3, that's when they rush, because usually survivors in those rank, every single one of them have firstly Spring Burst, then they have Invade. No, that's when you hit them and they like burst for like half a second, they get invulnerable, yeah. So while you are chasing that one guy, yeah, the others are making the generator. You think, okay, I'm not going to tunnel, but where's the problem? You run to the other guy. He has again the Spring Burst and the other perk, and you can't actually catch them. If you camp the other guy, of course they're going to destroy you. You will get nothing out of the game. So yeah, you actually need those two perks if you get the very try-hard survivors. Pro tip number 4. If you start up the game and you see there's one survivor that's like actually running towards you, not running away, he wants you to chase him. Don't even bother, because he's probably that good that he will make you chase him the whole game. That's his role. Maybe he's playing with a party, yeah? The 3 guys are purely gen rushing, and the 4th guy is purely making you run for him. What will the game end? You will not catch him in the end, and they will just rush the gens. So probably you should ignore him completely. If the game would be pretty good, in the end you will catch him, but you should ignore him completely. Go for the others that are gen rushing. It will be much more easier. And the pro tip number 5. You should probably have some fun in this game, because it's kind of meant for it. Yeah. Maybe sometimes you think this is not the game where you're having fun, when they're rushing gens and when you're a survivor you're getting camped, but in the end you have to have fun. Do your stuff. It doesn't matter if you D-rank. That rank doesn't actually matter, because you get nothing out of it. I understood if like you get some items from the ranks or something interesting, but the devs are like telling, I don't know, like for 2 years already that they'll put that in the game, but there are like streamers who have been rank 1s for like 2 years in a row, but does it matter? Not really. So in the end, do your funny stuff. You might as well just write your nickname Camper Billy, just kill one survivor and just stand on the hook. I know that's kind of stupid, but maybe it's funny for you, for a moment of course. Pro tip number 6. That might be the mind games, of course. That's probably the most important part of the game, because at the like ranks from 20 till 15 or 10, the survivors aren't that good. They just run straight and you can catch them easily. You just go around the paths and you can get them. But when the survivors become much smarter, the game becomes a little bit more interesting. Of course it becomes, because you have to outthink them. What usually happens? They start to pallet loop, or they start to loop the house. If you notice one very important thing, good survivors, they almost never look where they are running, they're looking at the killer. If they are looking at you, then it will be much more harder to surprise them. But if they're like some kind of panic state, you can just go a random path and you will surprise them. This usually doesn't happen when they have full health, but if they are already hurt, they're not playing that well. Usually they start to making mistakes, and you can do random things like running randomly, and that usually surprises them, and you can get a kill. So never be that predictable. Like you have pallets, yeah? You see that survivor is all the time standing on the pallet and waiting. You wait. You wait once, you wait twice, the third time you hit him and he's surprised. All the time you have to be improvising. That's why this game is so fun in that aspect. Okay, so I, as you see, have gotten the 4 kills. I almost got like the maximum points. Probably, yeah, it's around 31k. The maximum you can get like 32k points. But if you want like almost every single game, like get like 150k, 200k, 100k, then you need to join like a Discord society, you might say so, and just go in a survivor team. Yeah, everybody will put up the party streamers and you get a lot of blood points. I have done that. It was pretty fun. Sometimes even the killer puts on the party streamers and everybody's having a good time. Imagine you play just like 7 games and you can rank 50 a killer. That's pretty good. Thank you for watching. Like the video and subscribe for future content. I know you want to watch Dead by Daylight with Steam review. Click the box to your right, or Dota 2 review to your left. Do it now, right now.